I'm tired. I've been out here all day and been working hard. So I got the first level of it done. This way tomorrow they will be able to start hanging out here, even though it's not very tall yet. It's only this high. Tomorrow I'll be adding a second step that will make it about what, like 4 feet-ish. Um, there's all the, I don't know if y'all can even see that wire. It's so strange in the video. Anyways, these are fencing pieces that my neighbor's um, husband, who has passed away, um, he used these for his tomato plants. And she still had them, just kind of flying around, or flying around, piled up in a corner. So now I say flying around, I mean that she wasn't using them. So she only needed to keep like 2 or 3 of them for her own personal use. But Bert, you cannot go through that. What is wrong with you? You're such a strange gander sometimes. You know that? Come on, buddy. Come on. Go this way. I'm not working out here. So I have set it up now to where they have this corner over here to hang out in. So basically use these tools to be these poles to be able to see where the fence line is. To this pole, to that pole, and then over there where I used some old pieces of wood and just kind of threw something together to create a makeshift door. This thing is nowhere near done. I'm just trying to get something up so they don't have to stay in there, and so that my chickens have the ability to go in and out of the aviary quickly in case there's a predator. Wasn't that big of a deal today because I've been outside and I can deter any predators, but if I wasn't out here, it would be a problem. So for now, got a simple thing set up. Got the simple door set up just so I can get the ganders in and out. I also ripped out a bunch of the grass, and this gives me an area to keep the ganders if I need since I need to, not if I need to, since I need to. And starts right here, goes along right here to this post, right over there, right there, then right to that door right there. So they come out of that door and they go into this door. So I will let them out separately. So what I'll most likely do is let the other ones out and then get these ones out one by one, put them in here. And then obviously I'm going to clean up in this area, and they'll have this whole area over here to basically hang out in, and they'll have this area right there. So if we've got any issues that extend within the coop, I'll also be able to potentially enclose this area for them to have a separate coop if need be. This place, not usable. Like, let me show you guys what's going on with this damn thing. Keep in mind, I don't own this place. So, this is all stuff that was on the property, by the way. Beneath here, like it's off the ground, like by a good, I don't know, 2.5 feet. The floor is completely just eaten through. Just not safe to walk on at all. There's a bunch of giant holes in the floor. When I cleaned up the property to use for the birds, I pretty much just threw the wood that was already here in there so that I, you know, could put it aside. But yeah, this building is completely rotten in many, many ways. apparently there's a wire out here. All right. There. Anyway, so we got I got a lot of stuff done today. Keep in mind, I had to dig all this out, get it all out, get it all ready. I've also been ripping up grass right here to clear up this area so that grass can grow back in, which has been lovely. My hands look heavenly. That's what it looks like when you work outside. Anyway, and so once I've got this set up done to be taller, like tall enough, what I was thinking was that instead of just keeping the ganders over here, this will also give me an area for me to let out the roosters potentially throughout the day. So I don't have to let them out separately, and they're not only getting a little bit of out time, but rather they have this enclosed area to hang out, so that basically I create an area for the roosters and the ganders. I need this to not be pointing like that. Anyway. Blue's looking real good. I let her be out today with everyone. She looks like she's completely back to normal. I think she had just twisted something. She's not shown any issues. She spent that day in a kennel, and since then she's been fine. So, like I said, I'll be building that up further, and I'm working with just like leftover stuff, like things that are no longer needed by whoever it belonged to, or things that I got for free, things that are just flying around the property, old, like half rotten wood, where I cut off the bad parts and just use the good parts, and then just kind of throw it all together. And it ain't pretty, you know? I mean, with that door, I actually tried to make it look nicer, but that one, I just threw together right now. I didn't have the right parts for it. I didn't have, yeah, definitely not proud of that, but it'll work. It'll keep the ganders in there, and it'll keep them from being able to have full-blown fights, and that's really what matters. And I got to continue stretching out those fence lines and then build up on this to make it taller and connect them. Now, most likely, the way I'll connect it, I'm thinking, is I'm going to have one square overlap. So the second fence will sit on this part, not on this part. So I'll start here and then attach it all around here. And then, you know what I mean? And here, to make it more stable, obviously attaching it to the post as well. And then I staple it into there. And yeah, that's what's happening. That's what's going on over here. It has been a pain. A pain. Somebody decided that he wanted to be very helpful today. Don't be looking around like I'm not talking about you, dude. That's right. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. Yes. You decided it was a good idea to start nipping at my hands while I'm trying to rip up grass. What do you want? What do you want, dude? What is it? What is it? What? Will Mama go get some dandelions? Will Mama go get some dandelions? I'll get you some dandelions tonight, okay? flat broke right now. I can't buy any more kale for this month, but Mama will get you dandelions. Okay? And of course, all the grass that was over there was super freaking muddy. You okay? What's that face for? Why you keep doing that? Why were you doing that? Huh? You guys need to be careful. Everything's crazy over here right now. Hey guys, it's the golden hour. Sorry, look, it's the golden hour. Once the grass is back and everything looks pretty again, hopefully, all my work will pay off. I might even have to keep everybody locked up for a little bit. I'll keep everybody controlled for a little bit. You know, keep the chickens and the 2 male ganders in that area, and then keep Pretty Bird and the other ganders and the other geese in that area over there, maybe for just a little while to let some of the grass grow back in once I'm done working the yard, so it has a chance to regrow without being pecked out or eaten instantly. Are you eating all the grass? Squirt. What, Pretty Bird? What is it? Can you say, give me attention? Talk about wanting attention. What is it? What do you want? What do you want? What is it? Why are you so desperate for attention? What do you want? What is it? Show Mama. Show me what you want, Bubba's. What is it, Pibbert? What? I'm coming. What do you want? I'm right here. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What? What is it? What do you want? Oh, I see what you want. I see what you want. He wants to take me with him in the pool. Watch. He'll do this. He'll nuzzle my hand. Sometimes he'll bite my hand. Well, not bite, but he'll grab onto it. He's holding my hand, and now he's trying to walk me into the pool. And he does this because he wants to attempt, ouch, to mate me. That's what happens when you raise a gander without any other geese around. They see you as a potential mate because when goslings hatch and they imprint on their parents and their siblings, and they are raised with their siblings, throughout the first couple of weeks of their lives, their imprint grows and their self-identity grows during that time. And that's why, say, a Canada goose knows to mate with a Canada goose when they grow up. It has nothing, it doesn't have a lot to do with their own self-reflection in the water or anything like that. It actually has to do with their, what's the word? It has to do with the fact that they imprint on their siblings and their parents. And that's how they identify themselves. So their self-identity has a huge connection to who they've been raised by and who's around them. So with these guys, it wasn't as bad because they had each other, right? These guys had each other, and these guys had them. And they also, the 4 of these guys, had him, right? Squirt grew up with her family, where she's from, and because I didn't get her till she was 6 months old, and she was with a big goose flock with several different kinds of goose breeds back then. And Layla grew up with a bunch of American buffs. So they each individually have their own background on how they self-identify. Well, Pretty Bird was raised by my husband, myself, and our 2 children, with no other geese around for over 2 years of his life. So, and that, in my opinion, is a mistake. So he basically has a little bit of an identity crisis, to say it kindly. And he thinks either that I'm a goose or that he's a human. Like, he doesn't understand why, like, it's different. You know what I mean? So that's how he sees it. Anyway, this is as much work as I'm gonna do today. It's gonna get dark soon, anyways. I'll have to lock everybody up soon. Within like the hour or so, I'll have to get everybody locked up for bedtime. So, get everything cleaned up. And I should be able to let the Afghan Ganders start using this area starting tomorrow. No, wait. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Um, Tomorrow we do have something big happening. So we do have some big plans. That's all the grass seeds I have left. Anyways, we do have something big going on tomorrow. So I'm not 100% sure if I'll be able to finish it tomorrow. But I don't know if that height is going to be enough. Maybe I should just test it out. See how they do. I don't know. Anyway, so this will be enclosed more. And then the rooster flock will also be able to use this area, which will hopefully result in everyone being happier. I also need to get myself a metal rake and some pitchforks. Pitchfork and metal rake is what I've realized. Because more and more and more, I'm realizing that a shovel isn't going to do the job without being annoying. So, yeah. Anyway, like I said, I've got lots of work to do. Hey, you, can you not kill the grass the minute it tries to grow? Hmm? Little butthead. Already had a food squirt? Sun's about to go down. I give you guys food now. Um, um, um. Hmm. I need to rake everything. Try and open it all up. The ground, oxygenate it. Reseed a piece at a time. And try to find a way to keep the chickens and the geese from messing with it while it regrows. So, yeah. That is going to be interesting, trying to do that. But I'll get it done. This whole center was killed off by the drought, and I need to find a way to bring it back. Anyway, most likely for a time, like when I reseed, I'll probably keep the chickens locked up for a little bit and only let the geese out, because the chickens are going to do a lot more scratching and pecking at the ground than the geese do. The geese don't do nearly as much foraging as the chickens do. So I feel like my best chances are probably going to be to keep the chickens locked up for a little bit once I have the ground like opened up and have kind of, given it the ability to breathe. The other option I have is to take down my fencing, or at least some of my fencing, and change how much I have fenced in, and basically remove fenced in area from like 90% of the yard and confine them to a smaller area. Or if I can come up with the money around it first, I can try to buy some more poultry netting and then reconstruct like a run right here, just like an enclosure within the enclosure kind of thing, right? So that I can keep everyone locked up in there. To be able to give the yard a little bit of time to try to start sprouting in and kind of catch up without being taken out instantly. Because them chickens are busy. But yeah, I think I'm happy with my choice to use that corner instead of over here, or over there. I think I like that much better. Um, the irony, though, is that because this was never planned before, and because the wood is on the right, not on the left, is that both of the doors open up against each other. So, like, they don't open up to each other to where it's going to be easy for me to herd them out and back in. One opens this way and the other one opens this way. So they create a barrier in the center if they're both open, meaning I have to get them out and around the doors to get them in. So that's going to be fun. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. You know? I know, boys. I know you guys are not happy because you guys been locked up in here all day. I'm sorry. You guys are asking for it. You're asking for it. You're the ones fighting. You're the ones fighting. Look at the mess you made of that too. I bet Layla didn't come out today, did she? Yeah. Anyway, I think this is better than nothing for now. And I'll get the rest figured out. Jesus, this mud is ridiculous. Really, that this starts to dry up soon. It's getting ridiculous, the amount of water. Think about putting one of those pools up there. And then the other one of the pools will have to go in here for the other two ganders. So they just need somewhere where they can dip in the pool and take their little baths whenever they want to. But I do think that this will be a better corner for them to be enclosed into, because they'll have this area to go hide if they ever need to hide from like an aerial predator or something. Plus, touching this fence is going to be their best bet. First of all, I only have a small area where I need to reinforce the fencing, right? And then second of all, um, this one is the tallest fence that I have. So this one's going to be the best one when it comes to loose dogs, keeping them out. Once I've obviously got this reinforced and, set up in a way where there's also meadow going across here, because that's the plan. I'll also have meadow going across here. Um, and yeah, we'll get it done. I'll get it done. Whatever needs to be done, I'll get it done. So, Everybody's trying to get their final moments of foraging in before the sun goes down. The funny thing is, you're only seeing youngsters out. These are all the juveniles, and the only one that's not a juvenile is Nugget. So Nugget stays out until last minute, whereas the juveniles do as well. But the older ones, all the other ones, the ones that were hatched in last year and the year before last year, all of them, they go to bed by this time. They're already going to go sit in the coop and starting to roost and choose the best spot and all that fun stuff. What are you doing, Bebes? Are you curious? Look at her curiosity. What do you think, Blue? Hmm? What do you think, Blue? There's a darn dog now? Really? Not in the mood. Dog. Anyway, little small black dog running over there. I need to get this stuff inside. It's getting late. Hey, Simba, what's up, buddy? Mama's freezing. Mama's been working outside all day. Oh, God, Teddy. You know when you've been working all day and your muscles are feeling weak? And so everything you pick up feels like it's 10 times heavier than it actually is? Yeah. I'm having one of those evenings. I kind of just want to go to bed and go to sleep. That ain't happening. I gotta take care of 500 more things. Watch out, Simba. Leave that there for tonight. Still gonna be using it. Oh, lovely. And my phone's almost out of battery, so probably go ahead and get off this live. I just wanted to off this live, not life, live. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys real quick what the progress is here. That this is the corner that I decided to use for the ganders so that they have an area they can come outside to, and I can hopefully keep Pretty Bird safe this way. And to be honest, also keep the ganders safe as well. It isn't just about Pretty Bird. The reason why I keep talking about keeping Pretty Bird safe is because these two little beefuses like to team up together against Pretty Bird, meaning that the fighting ends up not being fair, which creates more serious, more dangerous situations because he's much more likely to get seriously injured having two ganders, two, mind you, very large ganders, attacking him at the same time. Anyways, we really didn't get many eggs today, from what I could tell. See how Layla's doing. Hey, beautiful. Hey, how you doing? You didn't come off your nest today, Mama. What's going on? Huh? What's going on? You did not come off your nest today. Did you get enough food and water from your food and water bowl? Brought her grass earlier today. And I come in every so often and I feed her. We'll make sure she takes just at least a couple of bites. Do we have a... No, get out. No. The box is not yours. Go on now. Go. There you go, Layla. They're gone. It's okay. They're gone. Here. Here you go, Layla. Layla. Num num num. No, no num nums. Okay, fine. I got him out, Layla. I made him go away. Yes, I did. I made him go away, Layla. Here. How are your eggs, Mama? Huh? Looking good. Looking good, Mama. You're doing a good job. Yes. Them eggs are looking good, Mama. Good girl. Good girl. You're doing a good job. There you go. Good girl, Layla. Good girl. And her eggs are feeling nice and warm. You're doing a good job, and it's pretty darn cold today. You had a cold front hit down here, so. And this is totally unusual. Geese do not normally let anyone but their gander help them with their nest. This is very special what Layla is doing. The fact that she lets me help her, that she lets me even interact with her nest, and she lets me approach without threatening me and without attacking me is kind of a miracle. Because geese are not cool with anybody coming near their nest usually. No, no egg in there. No, that's so strange. Where did you guys lay eggs today? Or did you guys not? Was your day off? What's up? What is it, the weekend? So we slow down? You guys been doing so good lately. Huh? 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 What's up, ladies? Ladies. Don't look up at honey. I'm asking you a question, Spicy. Where's your eggs, huh? No? We have... Look at that side eye. Look at that side eye I'm getting. Swear they have an attitude. It's okay, Layla. Go, Simba. Mama loves you, but you need to leave Layla alone. Go, go. Kicia, get. It's okay, Layla. I'll get him out of here. I'll get him out of here. It's okay. Go on now. Shoo, go. Kitty. Come on. Meow. Did you? You're losing your down. Run, Kicia, run. Hi. Simba, what are you doing? Simba, don't give me cutesy eyes. They're not going to save you. Cute eyes aren't going to save you, cutie pie. Come on, Goofy. You're a big kitty. Chunky boy. Yeah, purr, purr, purr. Purr, purr goes to Simba kitty. Go. Go on. Don't give me that face. I'll feed you in a minute. Jesus. Don't need the door on this thing anymore. There we go. Really? So, sorry, everything's a mess over here, boys. Mama's been digging through stuff today. Yo, just put up with it for one night. Hey, we have no more extra eggs in here. Didn't get any more eggs today. What's up with that? Huh? I know you're growing feathers, little one. So I don't blame you not laying any eggs. But what's up with your sisters, huh? Why are your sisters not laying any eggs? Cutie pie. Buck, buck, buck. Crispy. Hi, Crispy. Hi, Crispy chicken. You're so crispy chicken. No climbing on my back, Keisha. Anyway, we had one chicken that was trying to lay an egg in here earlier. It's not appeared that she succeeded. She might have just ended up laying her eggs somewhere else. It's the weirdness of the chickens. You got to check all the little corners, nooks, and crannies, because you never know. They might lay an egg in a random location. That makes no sense to us, but makes perfect sense to them. She thinks that this is the safest corner for her to go to sleep. And I wouldn't be surprised if I found a cooch and egg in that corner at some point. That's where she likes to sleep now. Anyway, at this point, I've discontinued locking up the youngsters, and I'm letting them stay out now. So I'm letting them choose where they want to roost now. I'm letting them choose where they want to sleep now. Letting them figure it out for themselves. So, last night went well. So we'll see how tonight goes. And I do know how it goes because I do have a camera. I do watch my birds. And I make sure that everybody is okay. There's no additional egg in here. Egg. That's it, guys. Look at this. Barely a score. 2 eggs in one day. What the hell is up, ladies? Was it that sudden cold front that discouraged you guys? All right, Bibbis. It's a good thing I accumulated some eggs for a while. I can use them. Because I'm feeling like breakfast for dinner. Anyway. Put this cable inside. What's up, boys? How you doing? What's your name? Who's your daddy? You looks like me. Excuse me. Scuzzy. Scuzzy. Give me that. Give me that. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. Yes. Hello. Hello, Dessa. Hi. How's your beak? How's your beak? Your beak okay? Okay. Okay. A little scratch thing there, but no big beak cracking issues. So that's good. Close this one up. Doubt anybody's in there. Closed. Lola's Layla is behind here over here. Looking for eggs. I'll make sure that she goes outside tomorrow. That she eats and drinks something tomorrow. Oh, I'm exhausted. Sinuses have been acting up all day. Been great. Weather has been super annoying. Not super annoying, just strange. Because it like warmed up for a minute there. Maybe it was just because of what I was doing. I started feeling like I was overheating. Because at first I was like freezing. The wind was super cold. And then while I was working, it felt like I was overheating. So I took off all my jacket and like my sweater. And then I was suddenly just freezing half to death, like 2 hours later or something like that. And I was like, grrr. But yeah, last look. That's the corner for the Ganders. Oh my goodness. Okay, we don't have it that badly. What do you think, though? That's the corner I set up for the Ganders. Pretty Bird and Blue and Squirt are inside, and Charlie is on the outside. Wait, nope, that's Blue? Yeah, Blue's on the outside. Charlie's on the inside with Pretty Bird. Anyway, I'm still going to make it taller. And this is as much as I could get done today using just leftover, random, old used pieces of wood. Old fence stakes that are literally bent at the bottom. Like, they're not straight at the bottom. It actually goes like this. So I had to, like, get it in there and bend it and try and get it in place. So, obviously, I'm still going to clean up in there and all that fun stuff. Like, get that stuff out of there. Um, but, and I'm also going to make this taller. And that way, they don't have to spend all day in there every day. Because today I couldn't let them out at all. Usually I just try to keep them from fighting, especially if I'm outside. But today it was so bad. They were the minute they had access to each other, they were full force fighting, like instantly. So I couldn't let them, be around each other. So, kept them in there for today. And they want out, of course. And, it sucks because they've been stressing over the fact that they want to be with the rest of the flock. In a way, the rest of the flock is very confused about it. Especially Blue, because she always ping pongs between Pretty Bird and the African Ganders. And Pretty Bird wants to get in there because, of course, he wants to prove himself, and they want to come out because they want to prove themselves. So yeah, it's been fun. Look at my super awesome door I threw together. Talk about some serious carpenter skills. It works. Well, it's not that I can't. I mean, I build all of that too, but everything I'm building literally with old, used, discarded wood that other people deemed no longer good enough and that they were going to throw away. So I check the wood to see if it's rotten. Yes, that is actually, look what I used up here. I forgot what it's called. Found this little piece and I was like, oh, look, I can do that. That works. See? That's closed. No, I'll make it better than that. Just, it was just because I was trying to make it so that I could potentially use it starting tomorrow. So I was just trying to kind of throw something together as fast as I could without using a bunch of power tools because, well, I honestly didn't have the pieces that were gonna work that well. Like, this is some of the only large wooden pieces that weren't too heavy. I was gonna try to use this other wooden piece that's much bigger, this one, and it would have worked great as a door, but it's like really heavy. Like, it's really, really heavy. It's one of those. And this one's like insanely heavy. Like, I didn't expect it to be this heavy, but it's pretty heavy. So I ended up deciding not to use it because I felt like with the kind of winds that we always get down here and just the amount of times I'm gonna be opening and closing that thing, it's probably gonna rip out. You know, because it's not like if it was heavy and it was one solid piece of wood, I would have considered still using it, but it's not a solid piece of wood. And these kind of panels, in my experience, they always separate over time. Like, plus it was bent. It's like bent, like it's not straight, like it's got like a bend into it, where it goes kind of like this. But in my experience, these kinds, they always separate. When they're exposed to the elements, these pieces, they all eventually come apart and spread out. So, and I currently don't have the money to buy anything, so I wouldn't be able to go and buy any wood seal. Not that that would work because I would have had to let it dry out first. And, you know, but I'm working with what I've got. See, Blue is confused. She wants to be with the entire flock. She'll like stop. Whereas those two, Squirt and Charlie, they'll follow Pretty Bird anywhere whenever he asks them to or tells them to. But Blue is confused. You guys want to go to bed? What time is it? Oh, yeah, totally. Actually, it is definitely time for you guys to go to bed. All right, let me put the ganders up. Yes, Pretty Bird, you're a gander too. I'm sorry. Let me put the African ganders up. And then you can go in too, okay? Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Just a minute. Come on, boys. Are you coming, Delta? Come on, Delta. Come on, Delta. Come on. You big goofball. Come on. Come on, babies. Come on, babies. Come on, babies. Are you coming? Come on, babies. Yes, hi, babies. Yes, hi, babies. Come on, babies. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on, babies. Are you coming? Let's go. Come on, boys. I'm not playing with this game with you guys tonight. Let's just come on. Mama's tired. I've been outside working on this since like 11:30, and it's almost 8. Go inside. I didn't realize how late it was. Let's go, boys. Come on. You know where you belong. I know you used to belong in this area. Not anymore. I'm sorry. Come on. Come on. Go to your corner. Let's go, Delta. No arguing. Yeah. They're good boys. They are. I mean, even though they've had all this testosterone, they still haven't attacked me. They've done some minor challenging with me, but I know how to like reinforce dominance with Ganders without getting in a fight with them or hurting them. Like, I don't know if anybody's ever showed you this. You've never seen it before or seen me do it before. But there's this really simple thing where whenever they fight, one of the things a male will do is mount the other male, press him to the ground, and press his head to the ground, right? So if they start challenging me, I simply just place my hand on the back of their neck, and look, he puts his head down automatically, right? And I just kind of hover it over. And anytime they try to challenge me, I'm not even pushing on them. Like, they put their neck down themselves. It's just an automatic response that they'll do. And what I'm telling them is that I am basically stronger, bigger, and whatever. And it has stopped any challenging that they've done with me. It's also how I originally got Pretty Bird back under control when he originally started getting a lot of his testosterone between the ages of 2 and 3. He got really rambunctious there for a minute. And that's also why you'll never see me pet my geese on the back of their heads. For the males, you'll never see me petting them like this. Why you always see me petting them like that is because the back of their heads, it's like a challenging dominance thing. And I only do that if I'm setting them straight, if they decide to challenge. And they've done very little challenging, very little dominance with me. It's been mostly Delta. But they've been really good, actually. A little loud. A little loud sometimes when I've got a headache, and you guys think it's a good idea to come right next to my ear. Right next to my ear. Yeah. All right, you guys ready to come to bed? Yeah, I think so. I think so too. Come on. Yes, I hear you, ladies. Come on, babies. Come on. Body language says they want bedtime. Come on. Come on now. Let's go night night. Up, careful, Pre-Bird. Good job, Gray. Come on, little squirt. Is that a cute little squirt? I don't know if that encourages dominance or not. I've not seen anything that suggests it, but I would ask other people who raise geese the way that I do as well. I mean, I have hand-fed Teddy Bird, Layla, Blue, Squirt, Charlie, Delta, and Echo as long as I've had them. And I mean, you see the result of what kind of relationship I have with them. So I don't know, to be honest, if it can cause any dominance issues or any like issues like that. But my thing is that I don't see how, because unless in the goose world, like, okay, so what my question always goes to in my mind is, oh yeah, big thing. Spending a lot of time with them is a huge thing, I think, when it comes to the relationship I have with them. But what I think makes a big difference is to ask yourself, whenever people say this causes this or that, or this is good for geese or bad for geese, my mind always goes to what is their normal, natural way of communication, and what does it mean to them if a goose does it to them, or a gander or a goose do it to each other? What does their language say? And I haven't come across a lot that suggests that they feed each other or that they like other than pecking at each other over dominance over eating, like now if they're aggressive eaters and they're biting you while you're feeding them, then maybe they're basically saying I get to eat first. But outside of that, I don't see any like dominance, like a, I bring you food, you eat it first. You know what I mean? Like kind of like what you do with dogs, where you eat in front of them first before you give it to them, to like show a sense of dominance or a sense of leadership with the dog. Or like in wolves, where like the entire pack of wolves will go hunting together, but then they have like kind of a hierarchy chain of who gets to eat first and all that other fun stuff. Like, and I'm just saying that like I've not seen anything suggest that in geese, so I don't know how that would cause them to think it. You know what I mean? Like for me to give them food, I don't see how that would cause anything with them, because I'm not aware of there being anything in their normal flock environment where a goose, a submissive goose, brings a dominant goose food. I hope that makes sense. That's always where my mind goes. Like anything people suggest to do or anything that people suggest you don't do, in my mind, I always go to what do they naturally do and what does that communication mean from goose to goose, because that's likely how they'll understand it as a goose. Because in my case, my geese most likely see me as another goose or something similar to a goose or part of their flock. And so anything I do, they'll probably see it as if another goose did it. What are you doing, Blue? Are you catching something in the air? What was that? You chasing dust? I'm glad it makes sense to you. I always try to kind of find the right words because I don't know. I'm a little bit insecure sometimes about how I say things, so I tend to over-explain it sometimes. Just dual language will do that to you sometimes. But this setup has been helping a lot. I actually oh yeah, here. I wanted to show you. I do have a camera. I've always had this camera in here because of the threats that we've gotten with Pretty Bird. So, and that the little screen, the camera thing where I observe everything, I can see the whole coop and well, the majority of the coop. And like I can see Layla's corner, I can see these guys, and I can see most of the area where these guys are. And I usually I actually today when I woke up, I saw that they were actually challenging each other through the fencing. And that's the whole reason why I'm considering maybe turning that other area into a coop for the summertime, like spring, summertime coop kind of thing, like depending on how long this issue lasts. Because what are you doing, Blue? You're being weird. What is that? Are you trying to catch something? I know you like your nibble on stuff, but what are you doing? What are you doing, Blue? Huh? What are you doing? Blue, what are you doing? See, Blue doesn't really like being touched. If I try to touch Blue, she usually pulls her head away and then she pulls her body away and she doesn't like it. Pretty Bird is in his nippy stage tonight. He's been all kinds of challenging today. Charlie, she'll like to nibble a little bit. She lets me pet her for like a couple of seconds, a couple of minutes sometimes, and then she usually kind of takes a step away and I'll stop because I don't want her to think that I won't stop. You know, I'm trying to get her used to it. Pretty Bird, on the other hand, he's in his nippy stage. He's not biting down hard. He's definitely like nipping. Like it kind of feels like, to me, it reminds me of when you have a new puppy and they don't know that sometimes it might pinch or hurt a little bit when they're playing with you and they're mouthing you. That's what it reminds me of what Pretty Bird does right now. Well, today anyways. And he's aggravated because I've been working on stuff all day and using all these tools and all these things that he doesn't understand. So he gets mad at me for using it, and then he tries to take it from me, or he tries to mess with it, and then I won't let him because I won't let him get hurt. And then he gets mad at me about that. And then he wants my attention, and he starts yanking on my clothes. It's a whole big thing. It's like working around a toddler with Pre-Bird. He always wants attention. He usually always finds his way back over to me. See? Hi, Pre-Bird. Hi. Hi. What's up? What do you want, Pre-Bird? What? What? He's gonna do his attention thing, most likely. What's up, Pre-Bird? What? What? What is it? What do you want? What do you want, Pre-Bird? What do you want? What? Show me. Show me what you want. See that yank he did on my shirt? He'll do that over and over again. Whenever he wants attention, he'll come up to me and he'll just start yanking on it nonstop. And see? Look at that. He wants something from me. What? What do you want? What do you want? You got to show me. Goofy gander. So yeah, he's got that habit, which is fun. Always pulling on my shirt. Yep. I know, buddy. I know. That's why most of the time, if the weather allows me to, I'll wear baggy pants because he likes to grab them and pull on them. Up, I'm at 5% battery. I'm gonna have to log off here. My phone's about to turn off. I usually have my phone usually shuts off right about now. So thanks for stopping in and checking out me hard work that I did today. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna finish up here and lock up, and then go inside, and then do another 100 things before I get to go to bed. So y'all have a good night. Bye.